Good afternoon, everybody. Kentucky Fried Movie and Toy Reviews coming at you. I received in the mail today a package I've been waiting on for a couple of days. A friend of mine found a toy for me out of town. He's from Elizabethtown, and he found at his local Walmart I found a toy here that I had been looking for. This is the Leonardo and Leonardo and Rocksteady 2-pack. These are by Playmates, though. They do look like NECA a little bit. Kind of put them up close here. You're getting a little bit of screen glare here. But really beautiful figures. The Rocksteady looks really good. Leonardo looks really good. And here's the back of the package here. Kind of get the classic Turtles look. This is the Nickelodeon line here, but I am going to get these out and let you guys check them out. But before we do that, when I was out hunting on Sunday, I didn't do any filming in the store because the stores were mad on Sunday, and like there were so many people in there. And I went into Target, and Target was. I bet there was 20 people in the toy aisles, up and down them. There was no way to do any filming. I had to kind of not push my way through, but just kind of walk around people just to be able to look and see what they had. They didn't have anything at Target. It was just cleaned out. But I did go to the local Walmart that was close to the Target there in Lexington, and I found this. This is the Michelangelo and Bebop. Couple two. This is one I was really excited. Michelangelo is probably one of my favorite figures altogether. I know a lot of people like Raphael, but I really like Michelangelo, and the Bebop looks really good as well. So we'll pull them out, and I'll do a little bit of a review for them here, and we'll get a little closer look, and I'll be right back. Well, I got these unboxed for you guys. I'm going to spare you guys the unboxing from now on and just kind of do these reviews out of box. And after taking these out of the box, they're really beautiful figures. Before we get started, my friend that sent these to me, he's under the name Dag Films. And it's Mike from Dag Films. If you guys, I think it's like Mike's Blu-rays and DVDs, but it's under Dag Films on YouTube. He does wonderful reviews. He does a lot of old movies, which I like a whole lot. A lot of westerns, a lot of everything. But he's like the kind of reviews I would like to be able to do. He's what he's doing. So check out Mike on Dag Films on YouTube, and I would appreciate Mike you for finding this and sending it to me. We've been kind of doing a little bit of toy exchange here lately. I find he collects the G.I. Joe retro line, the original style figures. So I've been finding stuff up here that he's not finding down there, and he found this Turtles for me and sent it to me. He also I can't see it right here. He also sent me something else, and I've misplaced it. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. He also sent me this. This is the Flock Panther Mega Constructs. It's really nice. I traded him actually for a G.I. Joe. It's really cool. I collect the mini figs. I thought this was a mini one. I didn't realize this was a Mega Constructs. But it's really nice anyways. The Flock Panther, I really enjoy it. Thanks, Mike, for trading with me. But that's really nice. The little Skeletor looks good. I don't know. I might have to look into finding some of these little Mega Constructs. I don't know. I've not been interested in them, but after seeing this one up close, it looks pretty nice. But let's get on with the Turtles. And the one I got in my hand here, I'll show you both of these that Mike sent me first. This is Leonardo. I got his size and his back, but to kind of break down a little bit of the articulation of these is really nice. As you can see, you know, a lot of this stuff is very, it shows a lot of the joint pieces. I don't mind that too bad. They look really nice, but if you can see of all the articulation, The turtles, their toes, actually their toes individually articulate like this. The ankles articulate. You got ankle articulation, that's nice. Their fingers articulate, moving up to the hand. The palm and the thumb is, all the fingers articulate separately, which is really nice. It's really nice for when you have the swords. I'll put one of the swords in his hand in just a second. That's why I didn't put them in, so I could show you the articulation. But both hands, the head articulates back and forth. There's no like mouth articulation. Now the bandanas on the back are, it's rubber. The plastic back here is loose, so you can kind of see the separation from the head and the bandana. Nice face sculpt, looks really nice. His and if you can see the katana, I don't know what you call the katana holders, what it's officially called, but the belt and the whole mechanism looks really good. Brown with the Leonardo in the middle, the L. But as you can see, his knees, you got 2 points of articulation in the knee area, double knee articulation above the knee and below. Excuse me, there you go, above and below, and the ankles and the toes, as you can see. I probably won't show you all the articulation with the rest of the guys because I'm going to try to show them all with him. But these are really beautiful figure. They're not super heavy, but they're really really nice pieces. And this is what's also cool about these. They come with stands, believe it or not. They come with these stands, and they all have their name on it, and it's a 2-peg stand, so you can like really peg them in there good and stand. They look like they stand just fine on their own. In fact, I have Michelangelo standing over here, and Bebop stood just fine. But each one has their own little stand and name on it with the turtle logo. It's a sewer grate piece of plastic. Really nice, really cool addition. I really appreciate them putting that in there. But I hope I can find the rest of these. I hope I haven't missed them, or I'm not sure if I've missed them, but there's 2 more sets. There's one with Triceratops, or I can't remember his name. It's like Triceratops, and I think Raphael, and then there's Donatello and Shredder. And that's there's 4 sets with these like this, and I hope I can find all of them. I really looking forward to finding like the Shredder one. He'll probably look pretty awesome, and the rest of the turtles, obviously, because I like to have one set of turtles. I don't have any NECA turtles. I have NECA turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line stuff, but not an actual turtles. I've never just tried to go and buy them, and I don't really have much. I think it's Super 7 right now. I know I'm getting that wrong, but there's a Super 7 makes a turtle line that's like the normal size, not the little mini figures line they have. God, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name, but the problem with that set out there, they are good looking figs, but they're expensive. They're like $50 a piece, so I don't like to necessarily. I buy stuff in that range, as Transformers, like the larger Transformers. But, I'll buy stuff, but for some reason I just haven't bid on those. I don't have much interest in, like, some of the higher-end toy companies like that. Just because I don't want to pay like $300 for a figure. I mean, it's bad enough you buying these toys, but these toys are awesome. But next up here, I've branded for a while, and here is Rocksteady. Really nice looking figure. Now the reason I do want to show some articulation here, because Bebop and Rocksteady have far less articulation. As you can see, they have a solid molded hand. Now the wrists do move. I believe that you do have a little articulation in the wrist, but I think it's just side to side articulation. They do got the double jointed elbow area, so it's nice. You can kind of, get a good straight arm like that, but both hands are just molded for their weapons. I'm going to have both weapons in his hand. The nice gun like he had in the show, always he's kind of pictured with that big gun it also has the tripod or the bipod on it. Really cool. It's nice you can just have it in one hand because he's such a big guy. He usually probably just fired it with one hand in a TV show. But here's his detail, his gun belt. You can see his extra shells on the back. Really nice detail in red. The little handkerchief tied around his arm there. The green separation. Got the two hip protectors right there. Turtle shell hip protectors. The belt. All the detail on his pants down to the boots. And there's no articulation in the foot whatsoever. There's not much articulation in the legs of these guys. You do get side-to-side motion on the boot. They're so bulky, that's what I prefer because I want a nice big solid foot for them to stand on. If they had the articulating feet like the turtles, and these guys are a little bit heavier too because they're definitely feel like they're more solid plastic than the turtles. Turtles feel solid, but they're not as heavy. I think that's just because they're designed with their feet and everything. But these guys do feel like Bebop and Rocksteady feel like they will stand up by themselves okay. Really nice looking figures. This good. Look at the face sculpt on that. Now you do get the side to side motion with his head, and the hat. Actually, if you can see, I left that banding on there. I forgot to take it off. I might leave it on because it kind of keeps that helmet on his head. You can't really see it from the front, but you can see the front side with the grenade and everything. I'm not great at doing these reviews. I just want to show off all the details and everything, and some people are more articulate about talking about this. But, I think he's a beautiful fig. Some people are probably critical. They're like, oh, I don't like it. I don't care. I just think they're good-looking figs. In comparison, I think they're upscaled from the original toys a little bit. These are Playmates line, so Playmates do have the original turtles. They are releasing the original turtle line, which I've showed you guys before. They do have those. These are the original turtles. But these are upscaled, a little more detail, a lot more detail. These are really good looking figures. I hope to find all of them. I'm not usually a completionist, but I do want to complete this set. So let's move on here. We'll move on. We'll do Michelangelo last. But here is Rocksteady. Or am I backwards? This is Bebop. Excuse me, this is Bebop. My bad. His gun was a little bit warped out of in the box, the way it was setting. So that's why it looks a little wonky there. I've straightened it out a little bit, but it'll probably curve back over. But there's Bebop's gun. He's the same as Rocksteady. He doesn't have any articulation in the hands. It's just, you get a little bit, this side's a good demonstration of that wrist motion. You can turn the wrist and then double jointed in the arm department, in the elbow area, above the elbow and below the elbow, double joints. He does have the turtle shell shoulder protectors, the red vest. He's a very top-heavy figure, very nice looking, but he does stand on his feet. Down to the belt, you can see the chain. I believe it's a chain belt, and the necklace there. I guess that's supposed to be turtle bones and a turtle skull. I'm not positive. It don't really necessarily look like that, but I guess that's what it's supposed to be. The legs, the pants, solid dark, I guess kind of a grayish blue. Down to this Chuck Taylor shoes, which is awesome. He has kind of a wonky leg. I don't know. I don't have his leg posed right just yet, but his legs, sometimes you get that with these figures. Every now and then you'll get one that'll be have a slightly wonky leg on him. He's actually pretty good. I straightened it out there a little bit. But it's Chuck Taylor's. Once again, they have the double articulation in the knee area, above the knee, below the knee, for maximum posability, as they like to say. Really cool. Look at the face sculpt on that. Mohawk, tusks, looks beautiful. A beautiful looking face sculpt on Bebop. Last but not least, Michelangelo. Not sure about his face sculpt. It's alright. I would have more understood if they put like more of a smiling look, because Michelangelo is kind of the fun-loving guy, the surfer dude, as they say in the cartoon. I don't really have him posed up right now. We'll just kind of go through him, but that belt and the nunchucks are awesome. They got real chains, they're real metal chains on there. I'll put his nunchucks in his hand in just a second, or one of them. The same articulation as Leonardo, the separated toes, ankles. There's a lot of articulation in the legs and feet with this figure. Very nice looking altogether. Like I say, I probably won't go all the way through him like him. Decent face sculpt. It's a serious face, but it's not bad. A lot of articulation in the head. Get kind of some veins in there. Detail the vein in the neck. Nice shell color. Just the good looking. And what I like about these figures versus like old figures, I've talked about this with the Motu, the new Motus. What they've been going with is more of a flat paint color. As you can see, I mean, you do see a little bit of shining from the light around the neck area, but overall the paint is flat. I like that a lot better. It looks, I don't know, with the Motu figs, it's a world of difference between the old figs and the new. The old figs had like a glossy color on a glossy paint or a glossy plastic molding color, and these are the same. They have a flat color like the new Motus. Really liking that. So let's check out what he looks like with his nunchucks in. I don't know how to exactly properly pose him with his nunchucks. I don't know. I'll have to work on him when I put him up on my shelf. But as you can see, when you put his hands in here, oh, sorry, I missed that clasp, but you can clasp his hands down on that really good with the full articulation. Nunchucks are fun. I took karate for a while, and I wasn't even good at it, but nunchucks are fun. I don't know if I'll pose him like that or do like a excuse me, hang on a second. Or do something like this, have him pose like this with one set in the hands. I don't know. You guys leave some suggestions in the comments. But I highly recommend you guys getting out and trying to find these guys. These are beautiful figures. I'm very glad that I found him. I was very surprised to find him, especially after Mike sent me the Leonardo. I was like, man, I was psyched about getting that because that's the first one I've seen. And what the funny thing about it is, I didn't tell Mike this, but he sent it to me, and like the day after he had found it for me, I went to my local store, and they had like 5 of them. I don't know what, my area got swamped with a bunch of them, and then I went a couple days later on Sunday to my to Lexington, a neighboring town from here, and they had Michelangelo here. So those are my turtles. What do you guys think about them? I may do a little bit of a flyby shot here at the end. I'll have to set them up on the table here and set them all up and let you guys check it out. I like to have eventually have like a table I'm doing these at, so I can kind of sit there and either unbox them and then pose them and show you, but I don't have a great setup for that right now. I just don't have the room for it where I'm at. This room isn't that big. It's not very deep. So yeah, what do you guys think? I really enjoy finding these. I'm going to enjoy putting them. I'm going to pose these up here with my NECA figures because they're with the rest of the turtles, and they're close to NECA quality. They're not far from it. But you guys, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I am Kentucky Fried Movie and Toy Reviews, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.